Welcome to NK Telco Sports here at Lehman High School to bring you the high school baseball sectional finals, the semifinals between the TRIAD local Cardinals and the Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Tonight's game sponsored by the Minster Bank, Schwederman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NK Telco, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Carriage Works, Cy Schwederman Incorporated, Fowler's TV, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, PSG Automotive Outfitters, and the First National Bank. Beautiful day here in Sydney. We'll have the keys coming up when we come back.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NK Telco has the solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NK Telco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier Sofa and Sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Back on what is trying to become a beautiful day here in Sydney. Tournament baseball between the 12 and 14 TRIAD Cardinals and the 21 and 3 Lehman Catholic Cavaliers. Take a look at our keys to the game for today, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First, for the visiting TRIAD Cardinals, no extra base hits. They cannot afford to get behind early in this category. Sidney Lehman has done a tremendous job, 52 on the year. Slow in the running game. This is one thing also that this team in Lehman Catholic loves to be able to get out and do. They have swiped 136 bases and have 6 kids right on the precipice of having 10 or more. And watch out for the sacrifices on the year. Lehman Catholic does a tremendous job at 16 sacrifices and 11 sacrifice flies of being able to matriculate the ball and being able to move back and forth. And you look at Lehman Catholic, it's a lot of the same things on their keys to the game. It's just kind of the reversal. They're able to produce the small ball part of the game and move over and sacrifice runners. They have a tremendous running game, but they want to kind of try to limit Triad's opportunities to stop them, because if you can do that, you can have a pretty successful time. And both teams are coming off wins to get here. It was a bye for Lehman Catholic in theirs as we take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Cardinals. See the starters, and Austin Bales, the leadoff hitter at 324 in center. Logan McCoy, the second baseman. Isaiah Bruce on the mound today. We'll talk about him in the bottom half of the inning. Dylan Warner at third. Jacob Jenkins doing the catching. Coleman Hawk, the shortstop. Jordan Simonelli at first. Batai Lease, the right fielder. And J.C. Alexander in left. Trying to slow down a lineup on the other side for Lehman Catholic. It is a lot of guys hitting the baseball at a very high level right now. Starting with Drew Barhorst, one of 4 hitters at the top of the lineup that are hitting well over 450. He's the pitcher today. Bryce Kennedy leads this team that's on the field today at 487. He and R.J. Bertini, a first baseman and catcher. Alex Keller, the shortstop. Jared Magato at third. You got to go all the way down to the 5th guy in the lineup to find somebody not hitting over 400, and that's Jared at 397. Bradley Haynes in left. Mitchell Salmon in center at 368. And this is a luxury right here. Seth Rowe, the 8-hitter, at 417. There are not very many teams in the state of Ohio, especially in Division IV, that have an 8-hitter over 400. And Johnny Sensioli, the second baseman, at 302, the starting lineups for both teams as they finish up the conference. There you see both coaches, and we'll show you. There's a plaque behind me. There you see Dave King right there that just tells you all about how successful he's been after being an All-American at Ohio Northern University. Has been a coach since, well, for a long time. You can see it right there above my head, but over 600 wins. There are only a small handful of coaches that have ever thought about getting to that high, but he's done it, and he brings in a team now at 21-3. Nicest guy, too. First time I've ever met him. Earlier today, he gave me about anything I could possibly want to know about his squad, including the line on his pitcher. You see right there, the right-hander in Drew Barhorst. 6-0 on the year with a 1.98 earned run average. This will be his 10th appearance on the season. 35 1/3 innings pitched. He's given up 16 runs. Just 10 of them are earned, and that's what I talked about in the keys to the game about limiting Triad, and it kind of goes back to limiting your own mistakes as well. 27 hits, 43 strikeouts, 21 walks, and he's only hit a couple of guys. A tremendous amount of control. Great defense behind him as well. Bradley Haynes in left, Mitchell Salmon in center, Seth Rowe in right, Jared Magato at third, Alex Keller at short. Johnny Sensioli is the second baseman, Bryce Kennedy at first. You get a shot of a beautiful field here just off the highway in Sydney, and a great group of people. Just $5 a head. You come in, you get a tremendous ball game, and you get to kick off a district in which there are a lot of good teams. The winner of this one will play again next week at Miami East High School. They'll take on either 2nd seeded Mechanicsburg or 7th seeded Sydney Fairlawn. Ultimately, possibly waiting, though, on the other side, Cincinnati Seven Hills or MVCD. They are down there. Deer Park's down there, all perennial teams at this level as we get ready for the first pitch today. 69 degrees and mostly cloudy, but a beautiful day for baseball. The one thing that's going to come into play is the wind. It says west-southwest at 9 miles an hour right now, but if it's picking up, and there are 2 different really sets of wind too, because there are different flags that show in different places, and you see the ones in center all blowing out, but they're blowing back towards the first base dugout as well on the back side of it as we get ready for the first pitch from the righty in Drew Barhorst. There you get a look at the flag and exactly what I was talking about. That one just above one of the dugouts. First pitch inside for a ball. Austin Bales, the center fielder, leads off at 324. High leg kick and a poof on the second pitch. It's one thing about Drew Barhorst. I said tremendous control. Struggled with it through the first couple of pitches. Maybe just nerves trying to fire one up there. Roxon fires on pitch 3. Ground ball. Shortstop into the back of the hole. Picked up by Keller. Long throw across for out number 1. Nice job by him to wait for that ball to go past his third baseman, back of the hole, set his feet, and make the throw for out number 1. Brings up the .310 hitting second baseman in Logan McCoy. As the team triad comes in on the year, hitting .247. But the big second baseman digs in the right-handed box and waits on a pitch inside. You can see there down by his knees that at one point he had white pants. A lot of baseball has been played, though, by this group as off speed for a strike. 12-14 on the year for Coach Gary Davis. Fastball fouled back for strike 2. Talked to Coach Davis beforehand. The win against Mississauga Valley to get here 5-2 yesterday. It was a game that was pushed back because Mother Nature hates baseball. Didn't like the first selection. Off speed, batted foul down the left side towards the bullpen. We'll stay with 2 strikes. Coach Davis said, we have a good feeling right now. We won 11 games last year, went 7-9 in the OHC this year in the Ohio Heritage Conference. More wins this year than last year, and an opportunity for his team, he feels, to be able to do some damage against not only Drew Barhorst, but against Lehman Catholic. Barhorst on a 1-2 pitch, ground ball right back through the middle and into center field. You saw the pitcher reach for it, but he couldn't get to it. Gives up his first hit here and puts McCoy at first base. Up steps Isaiah Bruce, .257 left-handed hitter. The pitcher, when the lineup flips over. You get a look at what I was talking about, not only the cars driving by as they throw over not in time, but also the good crowd who's still filing in here. And it comes the other way. Bruce has been the workhorse for Triad on the mound. Pitch misses upstairs and outside for ball 1. You take a look at the numbers on both sides. There are nearly 200 stolen bases between these teams. So look in the pitch on the sacrifice bunt drop perfectly on the bounce, and nobody is going to be able to make a play. I said it was sacrifices on the other side. Well, it's the sacrifice here for a Triad as they get runners on first and second with 1 out. It's not a thing that shows up a ton, but they've got some base stealers on it right now. McCoy has swiped 13 on the year, maybe not necessarily in this situation. As the pitch sails up high and out of play to Dylan Warner. He's the run producer. He's knocked in a team-high 16 on the year. Walked 9 times, struck out 3. It's a good, short, compact swing. The sun comes back out from behind the clouds. And swimming his way back to second is McCoy. He got a good rousing from his teammates, and you see him in the back of the picture that he's got a smile on his face. They gave him the what for in the dugout. Fastball fouled back by Warner. He evens up his count at 1-1. Warner's been hit by a couple of pitches. He's stolen 6 bases if he gets on himself. Would love to make his team lead right here. Ooh, got caught guessing. Takes a strike. Lehman Catholic fans loved it. Barhorse shook off a couple of signs. Now works from the first base side of the rubber, brings a pitch. That's going to be high. Batted foul. And back out behind me. I get nervous when they go straight up. It's a long fence in front of me, but doesn't always help. 2 strikes again, now the 3rd time these two have faced off. Defense running a couple of plays behind first and second. Fastball, tee shot right to the third baseman, and the throw back ends up in the outfield. It's a terrific catch by Magato on that line out. Just wasn't able to get near the runner in McCoy at second. He was going to try, though. It's now walking into the on-deck circle and heading into the batter's box. Jacob Jenkins, the catcher, had to shed the leggings. Yeah. No batting glove approach to that long stance. Bats here with 2 outs and 2 runners on in the first. Fastball. Oh, it hit his bat. It lands in fair territory. That's an oddity. He tried to duck out of the way, didn't pull the bat down. Tink, right in fair territory and an out. That's one way to do it. 2 guys left on base. We go to the bottom half of the first. 0-0 here on NK Telco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at bowlerstore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside bowlerstore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out bowlerstore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
There you get a look at the left-hander in Isaiah Bruce as he gets ready to take over. 2 hits in the first for Triad, and that awkward play off the bat near the catcher, and the simple 2-3 throw out if you're just scoring at home, but it didn't really work itself out that way. Let's take a look at what Bruce has done on the year. This is his 7th start, 9th appearance. Previously, he is 3-1 on the year. Saved a pair of games. He's got both saves for his team. 29 hits, 32 runs, but of those 32 runs, just 19 have been earned. So this is a defense that has sort of maybe not had his back in the way that he would intend. He's hit 1 on the year and has a 42-23 strikeouts to walk ratio. 3.95 is his earned run average. Defense behind in J.C. Alexander in left, Austin Bales in center, Bataille Lease in right, Dylan Warner, Coleman Hawk, Logan McCoy, and Jordan Simonell, the defense from third to first with a catcher in Jacob Jenkins. And opponents are hitting .215 this year against the Southpaw and Isaiah Bruce. Drew Barhorst, Bryce Kennedy, Ryan Bertini, first 3 to try to do some damage on the scoreboard. You see the conference of the mound, and probably one of those things saying, Isaiah, you got this. Takes a long walk, and he'll start off against the pitcher in Barhorse. 475 on the year for a team that is obliterating the ball at 413. First pitch up and out of the zone for a ball. And they're playing, I'd say, pretty deep in the outfield, especially out in center where Austin Bales is. It's a couple of steps left to second base. Back across the corner, evens up the count at 1-1. Over 70 degrees and mostly clear skies. Wind mostly blowing back out towards centers. Now the pitch ripped on and missed. Barhorst not able to put the bright green bat on the ball. See both pitchers too as they face off here with 2 strikes and a ball, both with long sleeves on. And goodbye to Barhorst. 4 pitches, and Bruce rips through the lineup. Gets his first strikeout. That is just the 89th strikeout in 24 games for Lehman Catholic, and he's not trying to inundate that with numbers, but that is a beautiful number for a team in terms of how their success goes. Pitch fouled off. Ooh, almost. Coaches were almost able to get it. So Kennedy hitting a team best 487. Slide and the fastball misses. Count now 1-1. Barhorse now with his 100th plate appearance this year. Swings and misses. He ended up striking out. Bryce Kennedy right behind him with 96 all in the year. Top 4 hitters all approaching 100. It's 2 strike here and back-to-back strikeouts. Kennedy went to try to set and do something with it. Didn't take the swing, thought maybe it missed. Back-to-back strikeouts. R.J. Bertini has walked 18 times. Fouls one off to the left side for a strike. Again, that's the other number I talked about in the keys to the game. This team walks a lot, 129 times all in the year. So normally a very patient team, but they figured out something today. They would have tried to attack Isaiah Bruce early in the count. It's now 1-1 for the 3rd straight hitter. So in just a second is Bruce, the senior. Pitch low for a ball. Bruce getting himself gathered as he gets ready. Fastball grounded back up the middle, caught on an awkward hop by the shortstop and Cameron Hawk. And it's a 6-3 putout, so 3 up and 3 down for the high-powered offense of the Cavaliers. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We go to the second. Tied at 0-0 here on NK Telco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
There you see a look right back from behind home plate as we get ready for inning number 2. Drew Barhorst set to do battle. Andrew Barhorst, they have him named on their game changers. 16 pitches, 2 hits in the first. And one thing that he struggled with early on, and this is what I talked about maybe a little bit about being patient, waiting on what's coming to you for Triad, is of the 5 guys that he faced, he only was able to throw a first pitch strike to 1. And that's something that he's normally very good at. So take an opportunity here in the second inning. Take on Coleman Hawk, Jordan Simonelli, and Bataille Lease. The 6, 7, and 8 hitters. First pitch in for a strike-off speed. Second fastball blown by. Bottom side for Coleman Hawk. He's down 0-2. Barhorst is taking his time. Just admiring the trucks going by. It's taking a long time. I'm actually surprised there wasn't time called somewhere along the way. 0-2 pitch, fouled back. Will stay alive and do it again for Barhorst. Of course, the difference between this year and the last handful of years being that the season doesn't end in Columbus anymore. Pitch way up and out of the zone for ball one. Because, of course, it was moved to Akron this year. They were busy in Columbus. Clippers using their stadium and not able to acquiesce to the OHSAA, so play at the Rubber Duck Stadium, the affiliate of the Cleveland Indians. Poke shot past the shortstop in Keller, and he fell when he tried to turn to come at it. Nice piece of hitting by Coleman Hawk to get on base and improve on his 189 average. So back up on the mound, working for the second straight inning with a runner behind him. 3 singles now on the line. No runs to show for it for Triad so far. But they are trying to change that. Throw over to first. Not in time. Lehman Catholic got a game earlier this year where they were up 7-0 in the fourth. Ended up winning 15-6 over Perry, and part of that reason, that's a pitch inside for a ball to Sabanelli, is that Dave King talked about how this young man, Drew Barhorse, had a little bit of control issues. He only ended up going 3 1/3 in that game. 2 runs and an earned on to 4 hits. He walked 4 and threw this one away. The error will lead to the runner going to second and Coleman Hawk. Just preoccupied with what Hawk can do on the base paths. Jaron Magato had to go 3 innings to pick up the win in that ball game. So now just a quick talk with the first baseman and Bryce Kennedy. Make sure that they're on the same page. Look what Coleman Hawk has done on the base paths this year. Stolen now 4 bases in 5 attempts. This might be a situation. I'm not trying to say I'm ever smarter than baseball coaches, but maybe a hit and run here with no outs and the defense leaking in. Or the squirted bunt, just up off the hands of the first baseman and Simonelli. Foul. Pulled the bat head up when he went to run to go get it. The third baseman and Magato playing in. You expect a lot of times you see Simonelli working from the front of the box. He's not going to be able to take a long stride. Normally an indication that a guy's going to bunt. Perfect, right back to the pitcher, moves the runner to third. And the out. So on the sacked bunt, the runner moves into scoring position even more over to third. So an error and the sacrifice bunt after the single gives Bataille Lease, the right fielder, an opportunity to bring in a run. Lease has got an interesting story in the fact that he's knocked in 7, but he's reached on errors 11 times this year. Swings at one way out front of it. If he was guessing fastball, he was wrong. Let's talk about reaching on errors. It's an awkward thing because in their 26 games, Triad has done it 52 times. Pitch sails way high out of the zone for ball 1. Barhorst has now thrown 15 pitches in this inning, and he's faced just 2 hitters. There you see a version 2, and I keep going back to this because every time I look back, there's more people, but at least with the swing and a miss, he was fooled again. There's part of the crowd you see there. Now off to the left of that shot back behind where I am, there is a ton of people just waiting and watching this game. Just a tremendous crowd. That's what you want when it comes to May in high school baseball. Finally get a couple of nice days. Barhorst with a fastball. Good stop by Bertini. Into the dirt, keeps it at 2-2. would imagine with a big backstop here, you need a perfect bounce. There's gravel back behind the dirt that would probably hold the ball up. That would pass ball would give the runner a chance to score. Line drive. Ooh, and where did it hit him is going to be the question. Fair or foul? Oh, Dave King cannot believe it in the third base dugout. That was a line drive right at the runner in Coleman Hawk off the bounce. It hit him. The assertion apparently is to take a look at this replay. There you see the line drive. Now right there he's in foul territory. It looks to me when it hit him, both his feet were in foul territory on that replay. That's ultimately what they decided. Dave King didn't like it. Fastball right at the third baseman and a double play to end the inning. It did not work the last line drive to Magato, but he made it stand up this time. Fool me once, that's on me. Not getting me twice. Bottom half of inning 2 coming up, tied at 0-0 here on NK Telco Sports.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
As you see the replay brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Watch the play at third. Magato already had a ball that was lined at him last time, and he realizes, the runner fell down. He was able to make an easy tag of the base at third on the force and get Coleman Hawk. Poor Coleman Hawk, back-to-back plays. You have that happen too, and the play before you get hit with the ball. Baseball's a funny game, not necessarily funny, haha. Here's a shortstop and Alex Keller. His team's still looking for the first hit. Barhorse, Kennedy, and Bertini went down strikeout looking, and a ground out in the first on just 12 pitches from Isaiah Bruce. Bruce likes what he sees under the flat cap. There's a ball that misses. Working quickly. He's got somewhere else to be. Fastball fouled straight back off the padding. None of the folks behind home plate moved. Like the Toronto lady, they knew it was coming. Good hustle from the ump, though. Watch that ball roll back, and that was what I was talking about. If there's a wild pitch or a pass ball here, it would take an awkward bounce, and it might come back to you. Pitch up and out of the zone for a ball. So 0-3-0 for Triad so far. 0-0-1 for Lehman. Fastball grounded back. Second baseman in McCoy's got a quick hop. He'll throw it over for out number 1. So 4 retired to start off the game is now Jared Magato. .397 hitting third baseman. It's got to be pretty hype after the play that he just made. He's going to come in and try to do something big here. Get his team not only with a base runner, but into the hit column. Fastball fouled back into the catcher's mitt for strike 1. He did exactly what I said. He tried to rib one. Fastball in the outside corner to him. He's down 0-2. Bruce does a tremendous job with spotting his pitches. Opponent's hitting .215 against him as he misses outside. And that never fails. Anytime you say something nice about a kid, immediately he will do the exact opposite. Magato on the year has a triple and 7 doubles. He's got good power, but he was behind one there. I don't know if he was guessing He guessed wrong. Third strikeout in the first 5 hitters for Isaiah Bruce. Brings up Bradley Haynes, .315 hitting left fielder. Haynes has been hit 3 times on the year. Starts off with a strike. Long set on the rock and fire upstairs. Swing and a miss for 2. Bruce 3-1 on the year with a .395 earned run average, carving his way through the offense here so far for the Cavaliers. His time was called before he went into his slide step. I always love this view. You get to see what the pitcher is doing. Pitch just outside for a ball. Takes himself a long second between. About half a second, honestly. Fastball outside. Haynes chose to let it go. Good choice on his part. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs, bottom of 2. No score. Fastball upside, up and outside. So now down to 3-2. Dugout comes alive on the third base side. It's time called again by the hitter. Smart decision by Haynes to make. Yep, I was wondering about that. It's a good explanation. You see the umpire come in the back half of the shot. It ends up being a walk. It's kind of a mental error thing. Now, the explanation for what just happened is you see the umpire come behind where Isaiah Bruce is. When he was standing there, he grabbed the ball, put it back in his mitt, licked his fingers, and put it back on the ball. And it's kind of akin to doctoring, as it would be in the old days, how they view that. So it ended up being ball 4, and the runner was given first base. So now the first pitch of the at-bat to Mitchell Salmon. Again, it's a small thing, but with that time, sometimes little things. That was a strike. Makes 2. So really the first mistake by Bruce, and it's just a simple thing. Long look over. Now the pitch home with the runner going. Ball batted. Oh, and that's just horrible timing if you're Triad. Runner goes to third and now is going to trip his way around home. The runner will come home. The throw not in time, and despite the slip, Bradley Haynes scores from first on what's essentially an RBI single for Bradley Salmon. That is one of the most interesting timing things that you'll see, because so much of that had to go right. They throw over to appeal to third. The thought process here is that Haynes missed third. He didn't because he tripped over the base. So it's 1-0 now Lehman, and they'll try to use that as a spark plug. But the timing I was talking about, Logan McCoy, with the runner trying to steal second base, had to go over there. By doing that, he leaves the hole, and the ball was played perfectly as a throw down to first. Not in time to get Salmon. Just a bad luck thing that happens in baseball sometimes. You see enough baseball, you'll see it. You have to go cover, and you give up that middle. Perfectly placed ball by Mitchell Salmon. Take a look at the replay. Again, the question was about if Haynes missed third or not, and you can see the right side. That's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, but I thought maybe the inside of his left heel wasn't able to catch it. He tripped over his feet, not the base. It's a great shot from our cameras. His second base is stolen by Mitchell Salmon. It's a good thing they don't come over here and ask to see the monitor. But the cameras did a great job to pick that one up. So now a 1-0 lead with a runner at second. That walk comes back to hurt Isaiah Bruce and Triad. He's got 2 balls and a strike to Seth Rowe. right fielder. Swings and misses for strike 2. Number 9. I looked up and wrote no, down 19. It's not right. 2-2 as the southpaw comes to the plate, low for ball 3. And this is the first inning now that Bruce has really struggled of the two. Got through the first cleanly. Rowe will step out and call time. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and a 1-0 lead for Lehman. You see there on the First National Bank scoreboard. Fastball down the middle for a strike near the letters. Doesn't matter. Hello, goodbye. The strikeout. It's a run on 1 hit and a walk. 1 left on base. We go to the third. It's 1-0 in favor of Sidney Lehman here on NK Telco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
1-0, top half of inning number 3. Triad will come to bat here after giving up a run on a hit. And again, it really started with, you can't give it an error, but what is essentially looked at as a mental error of just stepping off and, so to speak, licking your fingers in front of the baseball. It'll be 9-1-2. J.C. Alexander will bat, square to bunt, and won't find a home for the baseball. He'll be the last guy through the lineup that has produced 3 hits already. No runs to go with it, 2 left on base. And that bright green bat makes a reappearance as he's way out in front of one. Today's game brought to you by our friends at Wilson Health, who provide caring without limits. Also Precision Strip at NKT.TV. 0-2 pitch. Missed on the corner for a ball. Off speed in the dirt for a ball. Great extension by the catcher, though, in Bertini. Barhorse has thrown 32 pitches through the first 2 innings. Fastball fouled back, stays with 2 strikes. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It'll be Austin Bales and Logan McCoy. Ground out in a single. The next 2 hitters in this frame. Swing and a miss. First strikeout of this ball game for Barhorst. Goes back to the top of the lineup. And again, Bales grounded out. Barhorst 6-0 on the year. Said he started out 1 for 5 on first pitch strikes. Since that point, he's gotten 3 of 4. We'll make it 3 of 5 now. And it's important because for pitchers to sort of establish what they want to do, start with a strike, and you can work from there, maybe waste a pitch here or there. If it's the other way around, though, it makes it a lot harder. These 2 pitches both low for balls. Barhorst, the junior, ready to rock and fire. Fastball grounded fair down the line, and it rolls right straight down the third base line for the 4th hit for Triad now. 4 hits, they're all singles. And here's what the guy who has one of those is McCoy at first. He can run. McCoy on the year has swiped 13 bases. He's only been caught once. He's got Bales in front of him, though. That has been even better than that. He's stolen 19 out of 20, and you see the reason why the throw over is necessary. Top 3 guys in the lineup have stolen 44 bases. Barhorse, another look over the shoulder and steps back. He is massively preoccupied again with Bales, who's 19 out of 20 on his thievery on the year. You see the hold for the bunt. Just toying now with Barhorst. As the runner goes and the throw ends up in center. Another awkward ball. Stolen base number 20 on the season. As McCoy took a ball after all of his posturing. This is a 2-4 matchup in the seedings. Triad won a 4-5 matchup yesterday to get to this point. Square to bunt again, low on the take and fouled just back towards this side. So ball and a strike as he tried to put one off the very short grass. There's one thing, as odd as it is, normally you see the higher grass take those stops of the baseball, but it happened here earlier on one of the plays, back towards the pitcher on a bunt. Say 1-1 pitch will be the same thing. Again, one hopper back to Barhorse. Runner moves over to third and trying to manufacture that run. Said small ball was going to be a part of it. I apparently didn't give enough credit to Triad, so that's my bad. So the sack bunt now, the second time. Jordan Simonelli did it in the third to ultimately leave Coleman Hawk at third as he was tagged out on that beautiful double play by Jared Magato. Runner at third, 2 outs. The left-handed hitting Isaiah Bruce trying to get himself back into the no decision column. Starts off with the ball. Barhorst at 40 pitches now. Again, nothing really kicks in until you go above 60 and 75. But if you lose, it doesn't really matter because you can't pitch again anyways. Pitch outside for a ball, now 2-0. Lehman on top, 1-0. That thanks to what amounted to a walk and an RBI single in which a runner came all the way around from first. That Bender doesn't fall into the zone. It's 3-0. Barhorse doesn't walk a ton of guys. He's over 2-1 in that category this year. Strikeouts and walks. On a beautiful 70-degree day here in Sydney. And immediately Bruce knew that was not going to bend. He also, keep in mind, this is a big opportunity for Triad to thieve second base because most guys will not throw back and maybe check the runner once or twice, but you don't risk it with Austin Bales, who's stolen now 20 bases and runs extremely well at third. Because even any mistake, we've seen 2 balls end up in the outfield for Lehman on throws to second already. Fastball low. Dylan Warner was robbed by Jared Magato on a line out back in the first. It's a long opening lead for Bruce, hands on his knees. Watch his secondary lead here, though. It's a ground ball back in the middle. Should end the inning. 6-4 on the putouts. The inning does come to an end with a fielder's choice. To the bottom half of 3 we go. Still 1-0. 1 hit, no runs for Triad here in the third on NK Telco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Bottom half of inning number 3 on the First National Bank scoreboard. There you see all ones on the bottom half. Triad had the first couple of opportunities to add it to the scoreboard, just were unable to do so after being robbed on a couple of tremendous plays. Jacob Jenkins made, it's not an error again, but it was kind of an oddity to end the first. He tried to duck out of the way of a pitch, and it went plink off the end of his bat, and he was thrown out by the catcher at first. And that's just how it's gone. Triad has had those opportunities. They had a couple of awkward double plays as well, including a line out and a force out at third, but you feel you keep getting them, maybe you'll be able to break through. Other side, and really the one run came the opposite way. Lehman Catholic was able to break through on their one opportunity. After a walk, they turned it into an RBI single from Mitchell Salmon. This is Johnny Sensioli. No batting gloves, up off the end of the bat for the 9-hitter. Fastball to him, turned around on it, but it's a ball. Isaiah Bruce threw 34 pitches through the first 2 innings. He's thrown 3 here so far, though. They've all been balls. And really, 6 of his last 9 pitches have been of the ball variety. Pitch inside, gets away to the backstop, and Johnny realized, oh, I can walk down there. So 2 walks through the first 9 hitters, 4 strikeouts, a single, and a pair of ground outs for the Triad left-hander. Look over to first. Now let's square to bunt from the leadoff hitter. Bunted back near the cameras, off the screen. Just trying to take Bryce out, I think is what it is. Missed him by just that much. So that bright green bat has made several appearances throughout the day. Barhorse struck out swinging in the first. Squares the bunt again, pops it up into the air behind home plate. And the red-headed catcher in Jenkins makes him pay for out number 1. That will probably irritate as many coaches as are watching this, because you just move your hands up. You always go down is what you'll see there. Dave King, he would probably be saying, he's probably saying some version of that. You always put your hands, move your hands down as Kennedy takes a strike. He went down looking in the first. The bespectacled right-handed hitting first baseman. Fastball, well struck into left, heading back towards the fence, off the base of the wall. Will move a runner to third. Oh no, the runner's going to try to score as that ball just hung up. The throw home, not in time on the triple. It's a 2-0 ball game. Johnny Sensioli hustling all the way from first, was not going to be stopped coming around third base. I didn't see what happened with the coaches, but there is the RBI and a time call to go talk to Isaiah Bruce. He hung one, and Bryce Kennedy made him pay for it. Rips it off the base of the wall to give Lehman now a 2-0 lead. And you can see just how far back that J.C. Alexander was playing to begin with. That ball just turned on and a frozen rope out into the outfield. So out 2-0 is the conversation for Isaiah Bruce. 2 runs on 2 hits, 4 strikeouts, and a walk so far. So talk to him about maybe keeping the ball down, not letting guys get up and on the barrel. 2 runs on it, 2 hits, and that 1 error is now Bruce will stay in there. Yeah, that's probably just a pep talk. Kennedy gets credited with a triple. I was waiting to see how they scored it because on that throw, he took off from second. I think the thought process that he never really stopped moving. So he was able to leg out a triple. That is his first triple of the year. He's got a home run to go with it on the year. Ground ball to second. Will score the run and be out number 2. So 3-0. Big ball and small ball working back to back there to provide a run and make it a 3-0 ball game. Here comes Alex Keller. Ground out the same way we just saw, 4-3. Unless he's building sandcastles apparently. $100+ pair of cleats that he's building sandcastles with them. 3-0 lead, pitch to him, fouled back into the screen. Got ahead 2-1. Hit a ball right back off the edge of the infield grass. To McCoy. Swinging the bat, waits. Swings through one. He was behind on the fastball. So that's now over 50 pitches in the first 3 innings. Again, not that it's a big number because if you you can throw 125 pitches. There's a ground ball foul to the right side. But it doesn't really matter, again, if you don't win because you don't have to take any days off. It's Bruce threw a couple of really good frames early. He got 1, 2, and 3. Barros, Kennedy, and Bertini in the first on 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Since that point, though, after the walk, he had a 3-2 count on Bradley Haynes in the second inning. Since that point, the wheels have kind of fallen off for him. Lazy ground ball on a couple of hops. The throw not going to be in time to get Alex Keller hustling down the line. And that's nothing but bad luck for Logan McCoy. He didn't charge it right away, waited back to see where it was going to go, took a couple of extra hops and gave the runner an opportunity to get over there. Get a look at the replay. There's the step and the throw just now getting there. Pitch up high, and there goes Keller. Slides down, and the second time that the ball's ended up in center field. So on the throw, stolen base. And I would be surprised if that's not given an error. Keller goes from first to third. I would be really surprised if that's not an error on the throw. Just kind of ended up getting away. Now the runner, instead of being 2 outs and a runner at first, he's at third. Try to Magato, he's up 2-0. Struck out last time around. Fastball way up above the eyes for ball 3. A lot of people will say hitter's choice here on 3-0. Feel like it's always a hitter's choice. The choice was not to swing. So 4 pitches and a walk. That is the 3rd walk now, 2nd in this inning, allowed by Isaiah Bruce. Bruce with runners at the corners. Fastball inside to Haynes. Since the walk to Haynes, Mitchell Salmon singled. Seth Rowe struck out. Johnny Sensioli ended up scoring after he walked. Pop out, triple, RBI ground out, single, and now the stolen base, which almost ends up being marked as defensive indifference. That's the play I was talking about in the last inning, where nobody cares what happens at second. You just want to keep the guy in front from doing anything. 0-2 pitch. Sales out of the zone. Good snag by Jenkins. Every time I see Isaiah Bruce's name written down, I think of Isaac Bruce, because it's I. Bruce, the receiver for the greatest show on turf in the Rams in the 90s and 2000s. Strikeouts of Haynes puts a stop to the inning, but not before a pair of runs come across on 2 hits and a pair of walks. To the fourth we go. It's 3-0 at Sidney Lehman here on NK Telco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Back here at Lehman Catholic, where the Cavaliers lead 3-0. You see the line score thanks to the folks at the First National Bank. Hey, don't forget, if you want to watch these ball games, our sponsors and NK Telco Sports pleased to bring you these games. Replays on NK Telco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. You can also watch on WSN On Demand and on the NK Telco Sports Facebook page and at nktelco.net. You can see a couple of good replays of this ball game about exactly how it has shaped up. A couple of odd plays have made big strides in this game's composition so far. As Jacob Jenkins takes what is called a strike. I started writing a ball, but they assumed it by the swing. The catcher takes strike 1. Pitch 2 is blasted foul. A lot of room behind home, but you've got to nearly get to the highway to get that one. And R.J. Bertini does not have that kind of range. So 2 strikes. Jenkins, Hawk, and Simonelli, the 3 hitters. Jenkins, again, was part of that play to end the first, where he tried to duck out of the way, and the ball tinked off his white and red bat. And even he was surprised that it landed in fair territory. Fastball to him on 0-2, drop, third strike. And the throw down in time to get the strikeout intact with no runner on. 2 strikeouts now in the ball game for Drew Barhorst. Trying to get back. He gave up a fielder's choice, a single, a walk, and a sac bunt in the third. Was able to, though, to get out of the inning without anything coming up. His team on top, 3-0. Fastball grounded, great hop. 1 stop and drop, and the throw across 5-3. So Jared Magato has been busy down at third. He has taken quite a few plays down there this year. 53 opportunities. He's got 9 errors, though. That's kind of an oddity. But a lot of big plays have come his way in this ball game. Starting with a strike, Simonelli, who was a sacrifice artist the first time around. Scooped off and into the dirt. 1-1. Rocking the fire. Ground ball right back through the middle up to the shortstop. Picked up by Keller and on the run. His throw is in time for out number 3. Nothing comes across in that inning for Triad. They continue to trail. We'll go to the bottom of 4. It's 3-0 at Lehman Catholic.
NK Telco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NK Telco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NK-TELCO and get in the game.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Big thanks to First National Bank being our scoreboard sponsor for today. It says 3-0 in favor of the home team in Lehman Catholic, trying to get win number 22 on the year. They sit at 21-3 right now. And they've got the bottom half of their order, and Mitchell Solomon, Seth Rowe, and Johnny Cencioli due up. 2 of those 3 have reached. Solomon singled and knocked in a run. Also committed theft of a base in that same inning. Was left in the at third. His first pitch gets away. Isaiah Bruce now, 55 pitches coming into this inning. Struck out 5, walked 2. He's given up 3 runs, all earned. And he's 11 of 16 on first pitch strikes. Again, important as a ground ball off 2 hops to the shortstop and Coleman Hawk, and he threw it away, threw it high up the line. His first baseman not able to get to it, and on the sure error, the runner is on. Fielded it cleanly, but saw how well Mitchell Solomon can run. Threw it, kind of hustled it up the line. Here's Seth Rowe, strikeout victim. Got to a full count, went swinging at 1 on the outside. So throw over to first. Not in time. It's bottom 4 in a competitive game. Lehman went 1-2-3 in the first. Got a 1 in the second, 2 in the third. They have 3 runs on 4 hits right now. Squared a bunt, popped back, and over the head of all the young ladies behind. All lost track of it. Now 0-1. Here's the count to Seth Rowe, 4-17, hitting right fielder. Throw over, not in time again. It's another long lead. Back the other way. What amuses me, again, you can make your own effort as a throw down to second, not in time to get Solomon. Second stolen base and as many opportunities today. And the 4th for his team. But that play at short with Coleman Hawk, they actually scored it as a single. Swing and a miss on strike 3. The throw down is enough. Seth Rowe is gone now for the 6th strikeout. Johnny Cencioli comes to bat. So we change that. Again, the official score called it a hit. So Solomon's now 2 for 2. First pitch to Cencioli as he waits back off the plate is a strike. He walked on 4 pitches last time around. Runner moves. Cencioli puts it back up the middle. Shortstop away. The second baseman picks it up. 4-3 on the ground ball. The runner goes to third in Mitchell Salmon with 2 outs. Top half of the lineup in Drew Barhorst, 0 for 2. Left-hander again brings back that bright green bat. I always love the bright bat game. Strikeout and a pop out. Ball gets through. Runner is going to come home. That's what I said. You see the long look back to home, and the wild pitch brings the runner home. It's now a 4-0 lead. But it's a long backstop to try to get to, and even with the catcher hustling. Barhorst tried to bunt last time around when he popped out. Just put it straight back in the air. Catcher made a heck of a play on it. I don't know if there's a hole in the glove right now of Jenkins, but he just looked down as if the equipment had betrayed him. He fires the ball back at 1-1 to his pitcher. Bruce at 62 pitches, 4 hits, 4 runs. And I believe now at 2-1, maybe that Lehman Catholic is in his head a little bit. Start knocking him around and knowing that the guy who got the big hit is waiting on deck. Ball skied into left center. That is going to hold up for just a long enough second for J.C. Alexander to make the catch for out number 3. Top of the 5th coming up. It's 4-0 at Sidney Lehman.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NK Telco has a solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NK Telco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
There you see the big backstop here at Lehman High School, and it is a reason why the last run came aboard. Lehman Catholic now with a 4-0 lead on a wild pitch that rolled all the way to the backstop. They score off of it, 4 runs on 4 hits and an error so far. As Andrew Barhorst now a completely different Andrew Barhorst the last couple times that he's been up there, because he's working with a lot more confidence. His offense has been able to pick him up. He helped out himself, and he gets a 8-9-1 lineup in Matai Lease, J.C. Alexander, and Austin Bales that he's given up just 1 hit in 4 opportunities to. That was Bales' single and stolen base in the 3rd. He was left there, though, on a ground ball that ended the frame. And you can see, I had a good shot of him a second ago, the Drew Barhorst just ready to go. He's been standing there like a statue for a good 10 or 20 seconds now. First pitch fastball is a strike. Ty Lease hit a ball that ended the 2nd inning right on a line to the 3rd baseman in Magato. He gets him again off 1 hop, though. Magato playing in, makes the throw across, and the tiptoe for the first baseman, Bryce Kennedy. Makes it 3 straight ground outs. It's 4 straight that have been required to throw in the strikeout of Jacob Jenkins. And up pops J.C. Alexander. Came into the day hitting 167. Struck out in the 1st. And I'd be curious to know what Barhorst, I think he was trying to tell Magato to come in, but Magato did no such thing. And then on the pitch, he sneaks in a couple of feet. First pitch to Alexander is a ball. No runs, 3 left on base so far for the Cardinal. Pitch blown by. Off speed and inside for ball. Now 2. Triad from North Lewisburg, just down the road in Champaign County. Fastball fouled off. 2-2 now. Barhorse is doing a good job of disguising his pitches as the Cardinals out of the Ohio Heritage Conference. Off the foot. I thought that might have been a foul ball, but Magato makes the throw from the line for out number 2. Optical illusion. So back-to-back ground balls. 3 of the last 4 outs have been made by the Lehman Catholic third baseman. Triad with just 1 state title in any sport. That came girls softball in 1992. Fastball inside. Catches the corner for a strike to Austin Bales. Stole his 20th base in this game. 0-1 pitch. Over the top. That's a strike 2. Both on the number and actually. So you look at who could possibly be waiting. Ground ball, back half of the hole, shortstop, able to make the play to stop it is Keller and keep it to an infield single. It's good, smart play on his part not to try to make that throw off balance into the outfield. That would have not only been disaster, but with speed, Bales probably would be standing on second base. So you look at the other side of it. I said it could be Mechanicsburg in the next round for the winner of this game. Mechanicsburg, of course, one of the 2 rivals for Triad, along with West Liberty Salem. So throw over. I imagine that it probably irritates Barhorst a little bit to have that runner over there. A look over the shoulder and out of home plate from Barhorst. The bunt and the pullback, the throw inside at first, not in time. Look at McCoy. 310 hitting second baseman. Big kid for a second baseman, too. Normally kids his size are corner infielders. He's got good size to him, good arm. Pitch to him as he squares the bunt. On the pullback, takes a strike. That play really usually only works until you get a strike. It's kind of the old mentality of make the guy throw you. A strike is now even Isaiah Bruce from directly in front of me is trying to tell the hitter, McCoy, you know you have 2 outs. Ripped a ground ball foul out of the left side. As there you see the speedy Bales. He'll have to head back to where he came from. But that's, might not be something that he was aware of. Barhorse now at 64 pitches. Takes his time back up on the mound, but I don't know if it was so much that he was intending on bunting as he was just trying to toy with Barhorst to make him throw him a strike. He's got a ball and 2 strikes here. Quick pitch, grounded down to third. Up, oh, wow, great snag by Magato. His throw not in time, and the runner goes to third on the play. So back-to-back 2-out singles. Magato's got good size again over at third, but he just had to hop to keep that one from being in left field, and it's a good thing for him that he did, because otherwise this would be a 4-1 game. I have zero doubt that runner would have scored. So now Dave King, again, over 600 career wins. Did that about 12 days and a year ago. So you see him now, kind of hold up, everybody calm down. He's asking, hey, what'd you guys think about that NBA draft, about that lottery? You really think that the Pelicans are going to be all right with Zion? I think that's probably their discussion. Dave seems like he loves the NBA. Former ONU Polar Bear. Just imagine the baseball knowledge that he's forgotten. It is probably ridiculous. Scott Bryce and I couldn't come up with half of the things that he probably doesn't know anymore. I think the kids are asking about why Zion isn't going to New York. This conversation seems to be enough. At least it's not about endgame spoilers. If you haven't seen it yet, that's kind of on you at this point. So back will go everyone to their positions. As that'll be the pitcher in Isaiah Bruce. It's reached twice today. It's 1 for 1 officially. Singled in the first. And then walked and was thrown out 6-4 to end the third. Big hitter, though. 257 doesn't really do justice what he has done on the year. Pitch misses outside to start him off for a ball. Barhorst under 50% starting off hitters with strikes today. Still has not given up a run. Despite the fact he's at 2-0 here, he's given up 6 hits. TRIAD is out hitting Lehman Catholic right now, 6-4, but walks have been a big part of the line the other way around. High leg kick, fastball, line drive, back into center field, will score a run to cut the lead to 4-1. So the RBI single from the pitcher scores that run that Magato took away a couple of minutes ago. And all of this rally coming now with 2 outs. So 3 straight singles after a pair of ground outs to open up the frame. And the 6th hitter of the inning in the RBI machine for this Cardinals team. And to bat now in Dylan Warner. He's brought around 16 on the year. First pitch to him is a ball. Let's see, 1-0 pitch. Well, it's coming. Long look on that high step. Zipped way up high. 70 pitches now for Barhorst. And another quick conversation. I mean, this one no doubt is about Game of Thrones, right? The second time. They took a long time the first time to talk about everything else going on. This one's about their dismay, maybe, with it. I've never seen it, but everybody else is mad about it. So RJ Bertini doesn't seem all that thrilled. Maybe he didn't like the episode last week either. So runners at first and second, thanks to 2 out singles from Austin Bales, Logan McCoy, and Isaiah Bruce. Warner bats up 2-0. Fastball in for the strike. Fielder's choice last time. As Isaiah Bruce is at first, was forced out at second. Active dugout on the first base side. It's very quiet on the third base side with the small army that's over there. So you see the signs coming out. Not the blue sign in the back of the screen. 2-1 pitch, grounded right back to the pitcher. And that should put a stop to this inning, and it does. On a 2-1 count, the 1-3 ground out. 3 singles in the inning, run the hit total to 7, but just 1 run comes across on those 3 hits. 2 left on base, that's 5 in this ball game for TRIAD. We go to the bottom half of 5, it's 4-1, Lehman Catholic.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it Caring Without Limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Bottom half of inning at number 5. Big thanks to more of our sponsors and BowlerStore.com, where you can find the pocket without emptying yours. Carriage Works, specializing in collision repair in St. Henry. Cy Schwieterman Incorporated, along with Fowler's TV. We service what we sell at Fowler's TV. Folks making these games possible. It's a good one so far. A 4-1 lead here in the bottom half of inning number 5 for the home team, as the ball is obliterated back to the tennis courts. Off the bat of Bryce Kennedy. He got the team started. It was 1-0 when he did it, but it was it's kind of a momentum hit where he hit one off the base of the wall in left field, ended up with an RBI triple in the third, made it 2-0. He ended up scoring as well. He's got a 1-1 count. R.J. Bertini and Alex Keller on deck behind him as action down the line in the bullpen. Another ball back to the tennis courts. So there's a right-hander warming up, which I actually believe is Seth Rowe. Fastball. Didn't quite make the tennis courts. It's 3 straight fouled off. Stays at a ball and 2 strikes to Kennedy. Bruce would look in, went off speed and out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is as many pitches in this at-bat that Kennedy has seen as the first 2 at-bats combined. Bruce is at 66 pitches. Line drive up off the grass. It'll keep on rolling into center field for the leadoff single. And that is the 3rd straight inning now that Lehman Catholic has put a leadoff runner on after not doing it in the first 2. Their 5th hit. As it's scored on Game Changer right now, 42% of their at-bats have been quality at-bats. What that means, I don't know. It's baseball-centric stats. Pitch high to R.J. Bertini for a ball. Off speed, up out of the zone again for a ball. So Bruce above 70 pitches. Barhorse is at 74 through 5 innings. Again, pitch counts in these tournament games don't really mean anything if you've got a quality second player. Pitch in a line for a strike. And both these teams have those. Just remember, this is the second game in as many days for Triad. So it would take on either Fairlawn or Mechanicsburg tomorrow. Or not, I'm sorry, not tomorrow. The 20th, which will be Monday. 2-1 pitch. Off the barrel and fouled back. Now 2-2. Step off, and their batter wasn't ready as Bertini was just digging in. Trying to get set in the back half of the box. On 2-2, runner is going. Pitch is apparently outside, and the throw is as well. First stolen base of the ball game for Kennedy. You see him there. His team has swiped 5 bases all in the year. That runs their total to 141 stolen bases in 25 games. I'm not a math major, but that feels like a lot. Fastball fouled back again. I just look at where the people are, see if they're freaking out if it's coming near me. There you see the righty tossing down the opposite side for Triad, so we'll see how that plays out here coming up. I'll tell you who it is in a second. Strikeout looking. Rutini is gone. He's number 7. That's not lucky for his team. The young man warming up would be Aiden Spriggs, the freshman. He got a shot of a minute ago. And it's going to come into play here before long, not only for the fact that Bruce has thrown a lot of pitches. That puts him above the 75 limit, which starts your sit clock for a couple of days. But unless his team can find some runs, again, it's not going to matter. Ball skirts away and allows the runner to go to third. It went off a couple of different things. The glove and the left foot of the catcher in Jenkins. And allows the runner to go all the way to third. You see him in the back of the picture in Kennedy. Pitch to the plate, sails high. Now 2-0. You see the illumination of the sun behind home plate, right into the pitcher's face as the sky at back. And I'm always happy when I hear it hit behind me. Sitting right behind the right side of the field on the first base side, just behind the netting, which makes it hard to look up and lose the ball in the sun. And again, especially on the face of a left-handed pitcher, as the suicide squeeze will score the run to make it 5-1, and the throw is an errant throw. So 2-2 will go the runner. He's got designs on 3. Come on over, says Coach K. And what should have been maybe an out at first turns into disaster. See which way they go with the error, but the run scores to make it 5-1. And conversation time on the mound as you see the catcher in Jenkins in disbelief. As the entire set will go, and I think that's going to be it for Bruce. He will throw 4 1/3 inning. I'll give you his line here in a second. I see a switch. See where he goes, though. The new pitcher and the right-hander we just showed you a minute ago in Aiden Spriggs. Big freshman pitcher now in a big spot. Let's take a quick break. Tell you all about Aiden when we come back. Here it is 5-1 in the 5th.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Four to third innings pitched for Isaiah Bruce, 83 pitches, 5 hits, 5 runs as of now, but he's got property on the base paths. 3 of those runs are earned, 7 strikeouts. He walks 2, and he hit a guy. No, he got hit, I'm sorry. But a straight flip will bring in the freshman in Spriggs. You see him there finishing up his conversation with the field umpire. 12-14 on the Triad Cardinals on the year. See runner at third after the error. Again, that would have been just the out and the run scored. But a great decision. You think about how many games you have to coach to win 600 games. And Coach King's got a tremendous record, but just to know that you would be able to pull that off. Pitch low to Magato. He's got a 1-1 count. Another pitch low, not far enough to get away as it bounces away. to bring a runner in. So the worst part about the error on the way for Bruce is that it hit him going out the door. Ball down the left field line, and fair ball will walk home another run in Keller, who moved over it. It'll be an unearned run, and it will close the door on the former pitcher in Bruce, who's sitting on the in the dugout now. And the double for Magato scores the run. It's now a 6-1 lead. So 6 runs in the ball. In the ball game, all charged. John Edwards will come out to run. He will try to cross over to third. He'll be the pinch runner for Magato. 2 runs across in the inning, and waiting to be patient is Lehman. They put across a run in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth so far. As they are doing it now against the new pitcher in Spriggs. Comes Plateward with a strike. Bradley Haynes 0 for 1 with a walk. Second pitch, the AB evens up the count. Spriggs on the year has thrown nearly 30 innings. Misses on consecutive pitches, runs the count up to 2-1. 8 games pitched this year. He started 4. He's 1-2 with a 1.67 earned run average. He's missed on 3 straight pitches outside. Opponents have taken 4 bases and they're batting .231 against him. Pitch for a strike. Full count. First one of those we've had in a while. Got to go all the way back to the second with the guy batting now in Haynes, who walked. That's what he does this time too. And I said it in the opening in our Keyhole Pizza Keys to the Game that walks could be a big thing because through this ball game and through the season, 129 walks to just 88 strikeouts for this Lehman Catholic team. Ball just behind the plate but low. Runner is going to try to go, and both runners go. Some confusion. Dylan Warner with his hands out at third about why didn't anybody throw me the ball? So everybody moves over. Pitch high and outside. 2 balls to Mitchell Salmon. Singled on a hard hit ball to the shortstop last time that at first I thought might have been an error. Big rip for him. Takes a strike. It's also singled and driven in a run. Stole a base. Spriggs comes plateward. Tink shot off the end of the bat will score 1. Second runner is coming around on a short throw from right field. Airmailed it. 2 runners score. So the single and the error will move over Mitchell Salmon. I would believe he would get credit for both of the RBI because the runner was already 3/4 of the way home. Throw would not have gotten anyways. And keep in mind, as the lead goes now to 8-1, if it were to get to 11-1, the way this inning has been disaster for Triad, that would be the end of the ball game. The 10-run rule would come into effect as it is the bottom half of the 5th. Pitch low to Seth Rowe, who was warming up in the last half inning. Swing and a miss. Dual strikeouts for Rowe, who came in with a hot bat at 417. But he's behind a ball and 2 strikes now with 1 out. And a runner at second. Pitch low and away. Two balls and two strikes, one out. Fastball thunked off the end of the bat and foul for a strike. Spriggs pitch home off the back corner. Fifth batter that he's faced so far, and the third time that he's faced a full count. Swing and a miss. 3 is the sombrero for Rowe in strikeouts. He's the first against Spriggs. John Cencioli walking a ground out. That's the 9-hitter in the lineup. First pitch to him was a ball. So if Barhorst gets to bat, it will be every Lehman hitter in this inning that will see an opportunity. Cencioli shoots one into the outfield. Runner is going to come around. Oh, he slipped coming around third, and just walking his way back gingerly is Salmon. So now, again, every hitter with Drew Barhorst batting has come up here, and I was kind of wondering about, it seemed like that the runner in Salmon, when he came around, he's taking an extra second to credit the umpire for wiping off the plate, giving him an extra couple of seconds, kind of a courtesy thing in baseball, but holding his right ankle. As Coach King came out, he had given him the green light and was waving furiously about coming around there. But he just, I don't know if he tripped or he tripped himself on the way, as a throw into center field will score the run, and the runner will move to third on the head first slide. So everything that can go wrong is going wrong now. Someone is a far more generous scorer than I am officially, because that is an error into center field on that throw. Just sailed. Now 9-1 is the lead. Cencioli at third. At 3-0 count to Barhorst, who is a pitch away from his team batting around. Pitch in for a strike on 3-0. Barhorst hasn't reached yet. Flew out to left, and J.C. Alexander made a nice play on a ball that he tracked down near the line last time. Pops one up here, back half of the infield, back towards the left field area again, but just rolls harmlessly foul as it drops out of the sky. So he'll do it now on 3-2. See what Barhorst will be looking for. He was behind it. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning. To the sixth we go. It's a 9-1 Lehman lead.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at bowlerstore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside bowlerstore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out bowlerstore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
9-1 in the top half of inning number 6 on the First National Bank scoreboard. 5 runs on 4 hits and a pair of errors in the last inning with 1 left on base. Leads to that lead, and this is a Lehman team that couldn't hit the ball early. Again, they went down 1-2-3 to open up the ball game, but since then have been able to put some in play. Jenkins, Hawk, and Simonelli, 3 scheduled hitters for Triad. 1 hit in 6 at-bats between those 3 so far. They work again against Drew Barhorst, who, yes, he just batted, but he sat in the dugout for quite some time. It has been a good, probably 10 or 15 minutes since he has been out on the hill. First pitch of the AB, though, he says, watch this. Throws it in for a strike. 75th pitch, he's given up 7 hits, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. Curveball, probably should have missed high. Batted off for a strike anyways. Jenkins 0 for 2 on the day. And the winner plays either Fairlawn or Mechanicsburg. That game in Mechanicsburg. Next week could be at Miami East, 5 p.m. on a Monday. Speed up high, 2-2. Big thanks to Kogi Plumbing and Heating, a name you know and a name you trust. PSG Automotive Outfitters and the Minster Bank, providing financial solutions for a lifetime, for helping us sponsor today's broadcast. Out in front of the dirt, swinging and missing. On the strikeout is Jenkins. He got fooled on whatever he thought that was going to be. He's been 2 of the 3 strikeouts today for his team. Coleman Houck, he singled, moved over on an error. That was a throw from the pitcher on a ground ball, and then was erased on a line drive double play from Jared Magato that we showed you the replay of earlier. He just made a tremendous play. Ground ball, guess who? Snow coned it. Right up off, never having the whole thing is Magato. And for the 2nd straight time, he now guns down Coleman Houck for out number 2. Jordan Simonelli laid down a sack bunt to move Coleman over. That was the last time, or that was the first time rather, where the error came from. Off speed, batted towards the 3rd base dugout, and everybody's so happy to be able to reach down and just field an easy one. 6-3 ground out to end the 4th. See everybody speeding by on their way in the back of the shot. Barhorse fastball. Hello, goodbye. 2 strikes now. Trying to end this frame, and has really picked it up now. 3 straight retired. Fastball reaching and grounding down to 3rd. Quick throw up onto the base with a tiptoe is Kennedy. 3 up and 3 down. 5-3 groundouts. Put a stop to the frame. We go to the bottom half of inning 6. It's 9-1. Lehman Catholic.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game, or not, with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Second inning of work for Aiden Spriggs now. The freshman, one of 4 freshmen dressed for today's game. 3 seniors on the roster for Triad. Bruce Bales and Warner have all been a part of terrific careers. Spriggs threw 27 pitches to get out of 2/3 of an inning. Takes on Bryce Kennedy, one of only 2 guys he has not seen yet. First pitch to Kennedy, low for a ball. Single, triple, strikeout. And a line drive into center, saying I got it. Austin Bales on a hard hit ball. Flies out. So 2 straight retired for Spriggs. Alexander, Bales, and Lease in the outfield. Warner, Hauk, McCoy, and Simonelli in the infield. Jacob Jenkins still behind the dish right now. A 9-1 game, bottom of 6. Again, if at any point, at this point now in this at-bat, first pitch ball to Bertini. 0 for 3, but he has driven in a run. At any point, it becomes an 11-1 game. Game would be over. So we've reached the 5 innings plus 10 rule. Winner takes on either Fairlawn or Mechanicsburg. Well struck ball, medium deep, straight away in left. And look what I've got. J.C. Alexander with a can of corn. So now 2 outs in the inning. For Alex Keller. Big thanks to Schwieterman Pharmacy, with pharmacies in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapak, Canada. Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, and Francis Furniture for all being a part of today's baseball broadcast. First pitch in for a strike to Keller. This is the young man that Spriggs came in and started with, and he reached on an error, ended up being one of 4 straight guys to score in the last inning. Pitch misses off the outside, and you get the feeling the next couple of years, Spriggs, who's second on his team in innings pitched this year, is going to be a workhorse who's relied on in the OHC. 3 balls, 2 of them 4 balls. Two and 1, low again. Tournament starts in mid-May. It'll end in mid-June this year with the implementation of an extra week of the season. It also ends, I said this earlier on, instead of Columbus swinging a miss, now 3-2. It'll end in Akron, at the home of the Rubber Ducks, AA affiliate of the Cleveland Indians. 3-2. That I don't know what that pitch was going to be, but immediately, not saying there's a correlation, but grabbing his right forearm is Spriggs. Last thing that Triad would want to have is their season come to an end with something happening to him. And you can see right there in that shot, the umpire just asked him if he was all right. Just kind of shook his head in the affirmative. So after the walk, Keller now on at first. He's already thieved a base, and he's going to try to take 2. The throw was in time, but not far enough back for that swipe tag. The stolen base early and often. It's 2 now for Keller. The wind just tried to blow my monitor away. Seems like a bad idea. Pitch for a strike, evens the count up at 1-1 for Magato. RBI double last time around. Ball bounces in front of the plate. So in this go-round, Spriggs has thrown an inning and a third. He's thrown 38, make it 39 pitches. Watch out, Coach King. We must protect the Hall of Famer. He put his arms up immediately because I don't think he saw it coming off the bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes from a big hitter in Jared Magato. And he tried to duck out of the way of one. Takes a strikeout. back to the dugout with him. And now 2 strikes we go, or 2 outs on the strikeouts. We go to the 7th. Runner gets on, but he is left there. It is 9-1 as we head to the 7th.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
9-1. Bottom half of the 6th didn't produce any runs, but right now Lehman Catholic does not need them to keep playing. It'll be 8-9-1. But Ty Lease, 0 for 2, will bat first for TRIAD. Again, they've got to find 8 runs, or it'll be a complete game for Drew Barhorst. Barhorst comes in right now. Again, his team wouldn't play again until Monday, which as we sit is 5 days away. 6 innings, 83 pitches. 7 hits, 1 run, it was earned. 3 strikeouts and a walk. Of his 83 pitches, he's thrown 56 for strikes. 11 ground outs, 2 flyouts. First pitch of the inning low for a ball to Lease. He's the first young man I've ever seen reach double-digit times on errors in a season. He's done it 11 times. Ball misses across the corner. Now 2-0. The one thing, though, that probably Lehman Catholic would love to have Barhorst clean up if he's able to get another start somewhere in this tournament is he's about 50% throwing first pitch strikes. Now he's been able to battle back to get hitters, obviously, giving up just the 1 run in the 5th on 3 straight singles. But pitching coaches, that will probably irritate them. He's got a crooked smile on his face right now as he goes to work, kind of the Cheshire Cat grin on 3-1. Make it 3-2 as the ball is snow-coned by the catcher in Bertini. And I'm always fascinated to figure out, it's Bertini this time, about who calls these pitches. It's pitched low for a ball, because there's a big discussion about a lot of high school catchers about growing up, going through high school, getting into college and the pros, about it, can you call your own game? And a lot of coaches will trust their catchers, and Bertini seems like one of those that his coaching staff trusts to call most pitches. And it's worked so far, again with a 9-1 lead. Runner at first, up high. For a ball, and as I say that is 88 pitches from Barhorst, as Aiden Spriggs bats for the first time. And this is just about a foot placement more than anything, I think. Said, Coach, I've already seen Avengers. Leave me alone. I know how it ends. Just waiting to see Spider-Man. I think they all get in race cars and just try to, like, race around Universal Studios, I think is how that ends. Not to spoil it for anybody, they all get candy at the end. So back on the mound, this was just a quick trip. Said, hey, you guys know the playoffs are on tonight, right? Trying to get through this quickly. Fastball in for a strike to Spriggs. Batting in the spot where J.C. Alexander went 0 for 2. Throw over to first, not in time. Spriggs on the season. Has walked 4 times, struck out 7. His lone hit is a single. He's batting .071, 1 for 14 this year. Pitch bends him. So he takes it up around the eyes for a ball. I love the confidence that he's got right now, though. Bangs the bat off the plate and waits for the 2-1. Fastball belted back to the various soccer goals they have hiding back behind. He doesn't get a goal. There's screaming words in Spanish across the baseball field right now. Even my Duolingo app won't tell me what they're saying. Off speed, just missed for a ball, but part of that on the stolen base for Batilese, I think, was the fact that Bertini kind of jumped out of his stance. I'm not saying it would have been a strike. He'd have had a better shot at it if he just stayed down. Because really, Lease took that steal off the pitcher anyways. He was way out there. Look back towards second on 3-2. Fastball. Goodbye. Oh, a guy back behind us almost made a running catch. He dropped it. That's an error on him. He's laughing because nobody saw it except for me. I'm waiting for a ball that's hit straight back that Bryce is able to catch while he's manning the camera. Fastball 3-2, poked into right field. Will it drop? Nope. Looking to double up to end the game, and that will do it. The line drive and the conventional 9-6 putout ends this ball game. Ends the threat rather. I was looking at the wrong thing. Back to the top of the lineup, ends that threat to be able to do something like that. It's a heck of a play from right field to even be able to get to that point if you're Seth Rowe. He's not having the greatest day at the plate. Ball low and in the dirt. Austin Bales, 2 for 2. In his last 2 at-bats, he's put 2 singles out. A hard-to-hit ball on 0-2 out to the shortstop. Grounded out 6-3 in the first. This team has got a lot of runners on with outs on the board. Acquired 7 hits today, and he was out in front of one. Fouls it off to the left side. He's got a ball and 2 strikes. Make Coach King go all the way down to the end to go get that ball. He gets around. Fastball, swung and missed, drop third strike. The throw down, if it's in time, that ends the ball game. As the final score is at 9-1. That time you can trust me. I messed up before. This one's actually done. And the pitch stops at 6:55, so just after 5 o'clock, about an hour and 50 minutes for this ball game. 9-1. Lehman Catholic now 22-3 on the year. Triad bows out at 12-15. We'll take a break. We'll come back and recap things for you here on NK Telco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield. Why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
There you see the remnants of Dave King doing the slide. You'll probably only never see that one time as he finishes up what they just announced as his final game, but his final home game, 620-plus wins in his Hall of Fame career. To get a look, you can see here it comes. Just coming hands down the tunnel, and why not? One final time, just a tremendous career, and he makes the dive. That is the best replay we have ever done. Hands down, best replay ever. It's a look at his team in a win. Now 22 on the year. Is again, they announced it. Over 620 wins, puts him top 15 all-time in the state of Ohio. He got a tremendous performance from Andrew Barhorst. If you look at the line for hits, it'll say 7. As another well-deserved moment for the two gentlemen I was talking about. They walk off in Barhorst and Coach King. Andrew Barhorst throws 100 pitches, 65 for strikes, 7 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and improves on the season to 7-0. Our player of the game for today. There's a lot of choices, and Barhorst was one of those as well. Pitched a terrific game, but I love the game for Bryce Kennedy. It's a 1-0 game in the third when he steps up with Johnny Sensioli on base. 1 out, rips a ball off the bottom of the wall in left field. Ends up with an RBI triple. He comes back in the 5th, gets an RBI single. He scores twice. Had a good defensive game for him as well. Barhorst gets the win to move to 7-0. It is Isaiah Bruce who takes the loss. He finishes up his senior campaign at 3-2. So 9-1 Lehman Catholic. They will play again on Monday as they will take on either of the teams in front of them in Mechanicsburg or Fairlawn. That yet to be determined. Just a terrific game, and congratulations to Coach King, and thank you to him for all of his help this week. He handed me a handful of things, but a big win for Lehman Catholic, 9-1 as they continue on in the tournament towards Akron for the young man directing in Scott Robinson and his even younger cohort in Bryce Hamrick. I'm Mike Kern. Have a great night and be better tomorrow from all of us here at NK Telco Sports.